Hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm so glad you stopped here today. We are talking about the Pat McGrath Iconic Illumination quad, okay? So yes, this is the quad that I said I wasn't going to pick up, but if you watch my Sephora haul video / recommendation videos, you would know that I picked up this quad. So here is the packaging right here, and this actually released a couple weeks ago, and I only picked up the Nocturnal Nirvana quad because I was like, that one, it has purples and greens, and I was like, oh, it's cute. And then I was like, this one I feel like I can dupe. But then I went in stores and swatched it, and I was just like, oh, it's so pretty. So let me show it to you, because I'm sure you've seen what the quad it looks like by now. This is the Iconic Illumination quad right here, and it comes in this beautiful black packaging right here that is pretty standard to Pat McGrath, especially when we're talking about her big mothership tin pan palettes. Okay, super cute. On the back we have her classic phrases, you know, use without caution, shade throwing, and eye ecstasy, and may proceed in prolonged use. And I am okay with that. And you know, kind of for the price point, we want to use it for a long time, because you know Mother Pat is not cheap, and these quads retail for $65. But I did get this during the Sephora sale, so I was able to get a couple of dollars off. And if you're interested in the other quads, check out Pat McGrath's website directly, because she does have a bundle on the 3 quads that came out and sell them individually. Not to mention, Pat McGrath is also on Ebates, which is now known as Rakuten. So make sure you check that out. And if you haven't signed up for Ebates, I don't even know what you're doing at this point, because if you shop and you're buying makeup, you need to be getting cash back, okay? So half of these sites that we shop on are on Ebates. So that's my little spill. So today I have 2 looks for you, 1 quad, because it's not a full palette, it's a quad. So I have 2 looks for you. So I have this beautiful smoky kind of jewel tone look for you. And then I have another look coming up. And we're going to go ahead and do some swatches. If I sound a little nasally, I'm sorry. I have a sinus infection. I'm on antibiotics, but literally, like right here, I'm just like, mucus, leave me, leave me, leave me. And I don't even eat a lot of dairy, y'all. Well, I try not to. But I'm tired of being sick. As you guys know, I was sick all last week. So just bear with me if I sound like, So let's go ahead and do some swatches, and then we'll jump into the looks and then some final thoughts at the end. So the first shade we have in the quad is called Astro Gold Allure, which is, honey, just stunning. An amazing topper shade with so many crystallized glitters in there. The next shade we have is Blitz Bordeaux, which is a beautiful copper cranberry or burgundy shade, however you want to describe it. I'm just going to build that up one more time, just so you can see what that really looks like. The next shade we have is Blitz Brown, which is a beautiful metallic brown. The last shade we have in the palette, which is actually one of my favorite shades and made me pick up the palette, is Bronze Gold 003. And this is just so beautiful. So here are the swatches for Iconic Illumination. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. My eyelid is primed using that Too Faced concealer in the shade Butterscotch. This is the multi-sculpting concealer. I'm just going to tap out some of the little bit of the creasing that I have. Now I'm going to go in with one of Pat McGrath's single shadows, and this is the shade called Burnished Honey, right here, and it's one of my favorite shades. This is actually a shade from the Idol collection, and I'm going to go in using a Wayne Goss number 16 brush. And this is actually the look I'm going to recreate for you right now. Is the look I actually wore to work, but I'm going to kind of vamp it up just a little bit, just so you can see, you know, you're going to be able to get a lot of use out of this palette. So I'm just going to go ahead, throw Burnished Honey right here in the crease, because those Blitz Brown shades, it does blend out, but it is super pigmented, super dark, super smoky. So I just want to show some variation with this palette and how you can use it. And I'm just throwing this color right here in the crease. I love this shade. I use this shade all the time. If I just need a crease color, I just always go to this little single shadow. It's so pretty. And it just goes so well with basically any shadow that I lay down on top of it. So we got Burnished Honey on the eyelid, and I'm looking like this. If you don't have Burnished Honey, take any browns, you know, matte color of your preference. Everybody usually has their preference based on, you know, their skin complexion. Going in with Iconic Illumination. Oh, she's so pretty, so pretty. So I'm actually going to go ahead and take my little Tarte Synthetics brush. And I am going to go ahead and pick up the shade, this is Blitz Brown, and I'm going to go ahead and pick this up right here. This shade is super pigmented, and you know, it's a blitz shade, so it will definitely blend out. And I'm just going to like pack this in the inner corner. If I didn't say it before, I'm using my little favorite Tarte brush for shimmers. This is a brush that I just kind of stumbled upon. I think everybody has a brush like that. You know, when I was just starting off kind of like recollecting makeup again, I took a long break and I was just kind of using what I had. And I had bought this because I was like, I need more brushes. And this set, I was like, yeah, it's not that great. But then one day I just started using this brush and I was like, oh my God, let me tell you, this brush went missing. I'd be so upset. And I'm sure everybody has a brush like that in their collection. It is so random, but if it went missing, you would literally just be lost. And so, like I said, scratchy brushes work really well with this blitz shade formula. And as you can see, it just picked up the color and deposited down really nicely. And like I said, I wore this look to work, but I kept it a little bit tighter right in here, and I kind of brought it up with just a little bit more right here today. So I'm just going to kind of amp up the look I did earlier. Going in with the shade Blitz Bordeaux. And I'm going to keep the same brush right here. And I also just wiped off the brush. So this is Blitz Bordeaux. I'm actually going to pack this right next to that shade Blitz Brown and let it kind of marry into each other. And I did not wet this shade. This shade is so pretty. This palette, this particular quad definitely gives all the little holiday feels to it. So I'm just packing this in the middle and I'm going to let it meet up here in the crease, and then I'll kind of blend everything out at one time. I wiped that same brush off and now I'm going in with the shade Bronze Gold 003, and this shade is so pretty. And as you guessed, I'm just going to put it right here and marry this in. And I'm just going to put this in all the way into the inner corner area. So when I wore this to work, I didn't have it so high. I just had more Burnished Honey right here. And so it just kind of kept it a little, you know, not as over the top, I guess you want to say. And I'm just kind of like building this up to the intensity I want. And if you notice, I have not wet any shades. Now I'm going back with that same brush and I'm just kind of marrying these two shades together so I get a blend that I'm satisfied with, and I've already done that on this side, okay? Going in with a Morphe M541 blending brush, I'm just going to lightly blend out the top right here. And that is it. I'm going to do the other eye, put some lashes on, and be right back. Okay, I am back, and this is the final look for look one. It is so pretty, and these shades just layered with a dream. So I definitely see like why everybody was just running to get this palette. It is beautiful. I'm so glad I have it in my collection. So as you see, I did not need to wet any of the shades. You get definite outer corner V definition with that shade Blitz Brown. Same with Blitz Bordeaux. It's shiny. They're very opulent, they're sparkly, full of pigment, so you can definitely just layer them on. And then this gold is just to stand out. So overall, I'm digging the look. So this is look number 1. And then I just added on some Pat McGrath Flesh 4. This is the lip gloss. What do they call it? Like fetish lips or lust glosses. You know, everything has like a crazy name to it. So this is a mini of the lip gloss. And I just touched up my foundation. I was wearing the Pat McGrath foundation earlier today when I went to work. And these are the eyes. So this is look 1. And I'm digging it. It's so pretty. Like, this is definitely a look I can recreate in my palette, but you know, sometimes like the formula is everything, and you just can't deny that. Like, these shadows just look so luxurious, and the way the light just hits it, it's amazing. So super easy. So you could definitely wear this to work. I would just tone it down. I just toned it down a little bit, and I didn't have the gold going up as much. And I didn't wear lashes. I just wore some mascara, and it was totally fine. So let's go ahead and jump into look number 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with look number 2. I have reprimed my eyelids using that same concealer by Too Faced. Going in with my Morphe M514 brush right here. Going to start with the shade Blitz Brown. And I'm just going to pick it up on my brush, swirl it around, and not pick up too much. And I'm just going to put this right here on this brow bone. That's all I'm picking up. And I'm going to blend out. So see how funny it is how you can put this shade down and it gives you like a brown shade, but when you pack it on, it definitely gives you that other blitz color. So and I'm just blending that into the crease. And I'm going to kind of wing it out also. And I blend it out effortlessly. I'm not going to take any more of that shade. I'm going to see how we're looking after we apply our other shadows. Going in with my little Tarte brush. Going in with Blitz Bordeaux. I'm just going to pick this up. And I'm going to start tapping this all across the lid. This is such a pretty cranberry burgundy shade. So appropriate for the holiday season. And I realize it takes a little bit longer with this brush, but it just picks up color so well. And because certain parts of my eyelid is smaller, I just have a lot of control with it. And then I can even kind of just like buff it on the side. And it's just like a beautiful sparkle. Now, I want you guys to see how this shade looks wet. I'm going to pick up some more of Blitz Bordeaux. And I'm just going to take my Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray. Give the good brush a good spray. And go ahead and add that on. So you can see it just looks even more foiled. So like, but you don't have to wet the brush. That's what makes it so nice. Now picking up that Morphe M541 brush, I'm just gonna kind of work Blitz Bordeaux into the crease along with that shade Blitz Brown. And I don't have any additional product on my brush at the moment. Now I'm gonna pick up some more of Blitz Bordeaux with that same Morphe brush and just help with the blending process. Just blend some more. This color is so beautiful. Now taking that same little brush again, just gonna pick up a little bit more Blitz Bordeaux, run it under the lash line. And I'll probably mix in a little bit of Blitz Brown with that so I don't look a little sickly, especially on that outer corner. Give it a little depth. Now going in with my Sephora Pro glitter liner. You know, I love the silicone liner. And I'm going to pick up Astro Gold Allure. This is Astro Gold Allure. So the only shade we haven't used. And I'm going to pick up a little bit and just tap it right here. Oh! Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye and we'll be right back. Okay, I am back and this is the final look. So I just went ahead and added my lashes, and they're the same lashes that I used in the last look, which are the Ardell Demi Wispies, and I still have on the same lip gloss. So overall, I think the look is just beautiful. It was effortless. I mean, it took me, what, like couple of minutes to put this together. So overall, I think the palette is gorgeous. It's definitely giving me all the holiday vibes that I talked about before. And not to mention, I just enjoy the simplicity of this palette, and I think that's just why a lot of people gravitated to this palette first, and it sold out along with the ritualistic rolls. And however, Nocturnal Nirvana is still my favorite, and that's because the blues and the purples and the greens is just like bomb. But I really enjoy this palette, and I feel like I will get a lot of use out of this palette because, like I said, I was able to wear this palette to work today. You can do so many looks with it. I mean, cranberry is in. It's a color that people feel safe with even when it's bold. And then you have a beautiful shimmery brown and two beautiful golds and a shimmery glittery right here. This is the Astro Gold Allure, which is also beautiful. This quad is stunning, and you can come up with so many looks. You could definitely pair with a brown eyeshadow. You know, it doesn't have to be the Pat McGrath Burnished Honey like I use, but you can use anything. Okay. As you can see, I was able to blend out that Blitz Brown into my crease, and it took a whole nother life of its own versus like when the first look, when I packed it on, you could definitely see all the shimmer. So you can definitely get some depth, and you don't have to worry about like, can I get a complete look out of this quad? Because you can definitely get a complete look out of this quad. I'm so glad to have it. I wasn't going to pick it up, but then once I swatched it in the store, I was just like, dang, it's really, really pretty, you know, so I just definitely wanted it, and I'm glad I do have it. Now, I would say, just like all of the quads that I've been talking about and all the little Pat McGrath videos I've been doing as of lately, make sure you have your correct brushes. I'm not saying you have to go out and buy brushes, but I definitely always recommend the Sephora Pro glitter liner, especially for like the Astro Lunar Gold shade. These two have the blitz shades in it, so you can definitely get like a scratchier brush. You can use a blending brush with them, or you can pack it on with your finger. Those shades are not as hard to apply as maybe the shades in Ritualistic Rolls, because those are like straight up topper shades for the most part. But this one and this one, these are the two. That's the Blitz formula, so you're going to know you're going to have that heavy gel to powder formula that's just going to give you so much intense shine. And as you can see, kind of when I patted on the Astro Lunar Gold, the Blitz Bordeaux just kind of took on a life of its own. So you can get so many looks out of it because just patting it on, it kind of just calmed down the Bordeaux. So if you're not so like thrilled about Bordeaux being just so punchy in your face, just mix it in with the brown, mix it in with this bronze gold, and you have a completely different look, or a more subdued look if you're into that. But overall, I think the palette is fantastic. I mean, I just have no words for it. I mean, other than it's beautiful. I can keep saying that over and over again. But at this point, I think you guys know that. Like I said, once again, Nocturnal Nirvana, the green one, that's my favorite one. But this one holds a little special place in my heart. Because I'm like, this is beautiful. And I really see this being like a big hit right now because it's holidays. It gives us a holiday vibe. The packaging gives us a holiday vibe. And it's fall time. So these are the colors that are usually coming out. You want to do a little Bordeaux and burgundy and cranberries, and these are more safe colors. And I also see this palette pairing well with the Ritualistic Rose, especially because you have this burgundy shade right here, and then you have those rose mauve tones that can definitely go well. So I would just not be afraid to like maybe mix and match with your palettes. This is definitely a standalone palette, but it's definitely something that you can mix and add on to your collection if you really wanted to just try Pat McGrath and are interested in some of her special shades. You just have to figure out which quad is for you. But overall, the Nocturnal, overall, the iconic illumination is beautiful and very standout. And I think she really knocked it out the park with this whole collection in this quad. So let me know down below, did you pick up this quad? Have you picked up any of the quads at this point now? Like I said, I did pick this up during the Sephora sale, so I was able to get a couple dollars off. So let me know down below in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up. And please subscribe to my channel because you know I would love to have you here. And we do like the greatest chair dances of all time over here. Yeah. So you know I got to hit you with that chair dance. Chair dance. Chair dance. Chair dance. Okay, y'all, I'm done. Talk to you later. Bye.